Good morning, everybody. It's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and today is the reason I use a microphone. What was that? Some sort of bird flew by and it scared the chickens, but it didn't scare them as much as what just flew over. So I'm walking down the road headed to the barn, and the chickens all take cover. And I saw something flying over and I immediately thought, oh my goodness, the hawk is back. So it wasn't the hawk. Upon closer observation, I realized it was an egret. So we've had an egret the past few days that's been visiting the pond, and obviously he may be back. I came by the pond, he wasn't there, but he flew over. So the girls are anxiously awaiting me to come in and give them some scratch. And I guarantee you, if they see that egret fly over, they're gonna take cover. Look at them. Y'all, it can't be that good. It really can't. They have food all the time in those big red feeders, but they think that this, oh, I better cut the fence off first, girls. Yeah, that might be a good thing, or else y'all would see me dancing this morning. Nobody wants to see that, I assure you. All right, girls. Y'all are scared of an egret. Well, I guess I'm glad. And here comes another big bird. It's a vulture, but they're sure knowing something's flying this morning. Goodness, just give you the scratch, huh? All right, ladies, I gave them a few of our sun gold tomatoes that were past their prime, so a few of them are over there. Y'all need to spread out some. I mean, goodness gracious. And what are you talking about? Huh? What you talking about? A lot of you have asked, what's the deal with the chicken coop? And I tell you what the deal with the chicken coop is. We hadn't had time to do anything on the chicken coop. The cast iron skillets that we have from Lodge, we shipped ourselves, as many of you know, and that has just consumed us here lately. So the new coop build is still going to take place, I assure y'all. It's just been put on the back burner like a lot of other things have, but we're not giving up. We're just putting it on hold. Let me show y'all how pretty these lavender Orpingtons are. So y'all remember I got these as babies. And look how beautiful they have filled out. I think I have 6 of them. I was about to say 5, but there ended up being 6 of them. And you can see that they kind of all hang out together for the most part. But aren't they beautiful? I love the variations in their color. Like this one right here is a little bit lighter than the 2 girls beside her. And I just think they're beautiful. Beautiful chickens. So a lot of you want to know about our nesting boxes, and I always try to answer that question. They haven't ever sponsored us, but it is by Best Nest Box. And the ones that I have are 4 foot long. I have 2 of those, which obviously makes 8 foot. But I've been trying to get some supplies ordered so we can start on this coop build. And last night I was actually looking on their website, and now they have a 70-inch. Is that right? It's either 7, I need to look at that. Anyway, I think it's 70-inch. Let me look. It said it accommodated 75 hens. I've got to look at that real quick because I'm confused. Anyway, I'm thinking that this bigger nesting box that they have just introduced is going to be our best bet. Of course, we're going to reuse the ones that we have in here. So that's 2. It's going to be 8 foot of space. Let me look real quick so I won't be passing on misinformation. Okay, so I pulled up their website, and the one that I have is 48-inch. I have 2 of those side by side. It says up to 50 hens for 1 nesting box. So that would be 100 hens for my 2 boxes. I don't feel that's accurate. I feel like I need more space, and I don't have over 100 hens. But the new size is a 70-inch roll-out nesting box, which is what I have. So I'm thinking that that 70-inch, along with these other 2, may complete what we need. If it doesn't, I can add another one to it because we're gonna have plenty of space in this coop on both sides. But that's interesting to know that they say that this 70-inch will accommodate up to 75 hens. Don't go by that. That's all I'm gonna say is don't go by that. But we haven't quit. We haven't quit. I've actually got something that I ordered for it, and I'll show y'all that before this video's over. I've been trying to figure out what we were going to do as far as windows, because I don't want it for them to look out and see the scenery. Obviously, their door opens at the crack of dawn, and they can go out and see the scenery then, but I need something to offer ventilation. When they're inside this bus, there needs to be air circulating. Because what we plan to do is build a completely enclosed area that's made out of metal, similar to this, but it'll look a little different, and have a way to ventilate and then seal it off without having to come in with the corrugated plastic like we did last year to winterize the coop. We're trying to make things easier. We're trying to think of all the things we did wrong the first time and things we would do different this time. So I will show y'all what we have in mind for that. But first, we're gonna gather some eggs. I found something recently at a thrift store that I was frequenting, and it's an egg basket, and it just so happens to say Brooke on it. Got one that says Brooke in pink and one that says Brooke in blue. So I couldn't pass up this. Let's see how much I paid for it. It was at a Goodwill, $2.99. I couldn't pass this up because it has a good inside and it will collect my eggs. Nobody's gonna take Brooke's basket, and I'm gonna gather eggs today in this basket. How many we have today? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Atta girl, go on in. Good girl. Knew I could train a chicken. Woo, did one just roll down? 14, 16, 18. We got 20 eggs. Just like that, she came right back out. I think it's obvious that she wanted to go in on this side. So when I flipped it back up, what do you need, girl? You can't decide? You gonna figure it out. One thing that I do know that needs to be changed with the chicken area is I need to have a designated place for them to dust bathe. And chickens' natural way to help keep parasites off of them is to roll around in the dirt. And I think I've probably showed y'all before that they lay down on their side and they kick dirt all up on the sides of them, and that's just a natural way to keep parasites away. One thing that happens in every time we move this bus is they create holes, and what they're doing is dust bathing. And you can really tell it over here. This is the area that I had planned on cutting the grass. I did not, and I'm glad I didn't. But you can see that the parts where that they have taken away the grass, they've made holes. And what they do in those holes is just utilize that dirt. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to have a designated area. So maybe, just maybe, if they use this, by the time we get to using our new coop, I can add more to it. And here's what I'm thinking. My first thought was, okay, so I'll get an old tire and put it down and fill it full of dirt and just move that tire every time we move the chickens. I was like, well, tires can be kind of heavy. Plus that, tires have oil on them from being on the road, and it's not that environmentally friendly. So I was like, I really don't want to use a tire. What else could I use? I could drill holes in the tire to keep it from holding water on the inside. It's still just not gonna be that easy for me to move around every time we move this coop. I need something that's easier. So then the idea struck me. It's the mail lady just doing their job, just doing their job. Every time somebody pulls up, they hightail it to the fence, which I appreciate that, because that's what they're here to do, is protect. But a tire just isn't my answer. So then I thought about using treated wood. I hear you, girl. Pocket. Jason fed the horses, and they have just not been let back out yet. So I thought about using wood. I could use treated wood, but then again, it's gonna be screwed together, it's gonna be heavy, it's gonna be hard to move. So I started looking on Marketplace, and Marketplace is something that Facebook offers that people sell things through. And the only thing that I could find that was usable it wasn't gonna work. So I had to make the decision that I wanted to put a little bit of money into something that I could reuse. And here's what I came up with. I am so all about using what you have. Hey, Dee Dee! I gotta greet my little dog. She came running in here with the biggest smile. Y'all, Dee Dee has had a urinary tract infection, and Dr. D's got her fixed up with some antibiotics. But this little girl, she's had some hard days here lately, but we're getting her fixed up. I'm a creature of using what you have, and I've got a lot of stuff stashed away, but none of it was gonna work long term. So I bit the bullet, and I ordered something that I think is gonna carry me on for a long time. And here's what I decided. So they make these fire rings like this, and this is what I found on Marketplace that I thought would work. However, the one I found had holes in it. Well, that's not gonna work because the dirt's gonna go out the holes when the chicken scratches around. These also serve a second purpose, a galvanized raised garden bed. So I thought, if I get this and it doesn't work, I can at least use it for another purpose. So now I gotta get this thing put together. They gave me these little snazzy white gloves, I guess so I don't scratch it up when I put it together. And that's my thoughts. What do you think, Bramble? Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work, buddy? I think it will. I think it'll be easy for me to move once I get it put together. All I gotta do is pick it up. It's pretty lightweight. I mean, this whole box doesn't weigh hardly anything, and it should last forever. It's galvanized, so it's not gonna rust easily. It will rust, but not like rust away. And I think this is gonna be the ticket. So I'm not putting that together right yet. I'm gonna take my eggs up to the house because I have something that I've never showed y'all, and you may be experiencing something that I experienced for a long time with fresh eggs, and that was trying to boil them. If you are a fan of hard-boiled eggs and you have access to farm fresh eggs, oh my goodness, where's everybody off to? Where's everybody off to? He is super fast. I think that he has got Ernest T beat. I don't know where they think they're going, but the wind is blowing and it's got everybody fired up this morning. Off they go, off to the races. Here he comes. Back this way. Turn the corner, buddy. Y'all need a speed limit sign. What in the world has got them going? Look at Nugget and Goldie over there in the corner. I don't know, Ernest. I might have made a mistake when I said Opie was faster than you. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, Ernest T through the gates. So if you have access to farm fresh eggs and you like hard-boiled eggs, you know what it's like to try to boil them and then peel them. The peeling does not come off. They're still running, y'all. I don't know what they have going on. They take that turn and they go in where the goats are, and then they run into the stall and they start all over again. Jesse and Honey, have you any ideas what those boys are doing? They said, nope, and we really don't care. We're just enjoying our grass this morning. They're running again, y'all. Okay, I'm not getting sidetracked this time. Anywho, I'm gonna show you a trick in my Brooke basket on how I hard boil eggs so that they peel easy when they're fresh from the farm. Well, Goldie, I hear you drumming. Can y'all hear that? I need to know why y'all are not running like your buddies over there. I saw y'all watching them trying to figure out what was going on. So this is the simplest way that I have found to boil farm fresh eggs. Now you can use it to boil store-bought eggs too. Simple, simple, simple. And you simply start by adding 1 cup of water to your Instapot. Now, if you're scared of an Instapot, I encourage you to rethink, because I've used the Instapot for many years now. I've never had a problem. Things happen, I understand that, just like it did when I was canning the pickled green beans. That jar broke on me and things happen, but I've never had an issue with the Instapot. So I found it to be a simple way to quickly cook things, and I utilize every aspect of it. So 1 cup of water, and if you buy an Instapot, then it probably will come with one of these little racks. And what that does is keeps your food from sitting on the bottom of the pot and potentially scalding. So it's elevated and the eggs aren't sitting on the bottom of the pot. Put my water in the bottom, plug the pot in, and change my settings. It's on pressure cook already, so pressure cook to 5 minutes on high. And all you do is add your eggs. So I always add more eggs than what we're gonna eat at one sitting. Y'all, my pot is old. It's got some damage around there. We gotta reset to pressure cook. Pressure cook for 5 minutes, and once that completes, we're gonna let it naturally release, and I'll show you what that means, for 5 more minutes, and we'll go from there. Well, my biggest asset to using an Instapot or a pressure cooker to hard boil eggs is I can walk away. I don't have a flame on the stove that's actively burning where I can't leave the outside of the house. And I'm gonna take this time to go show you what I was talking about the coop build and what we have in mind for windows. So I'm in the garage where I've got things stored away and ready for the day that they will be used. Dee Dee has to come with me because Dee Dee is infatuated with the garage door, and she thinks every time I come in here that I'm gonna open the door, and that's not the case, girl. Every time I come in here, I don't open the door. She tries to hang on to it. She acts like a dog she's never acted like. She just changes her whole personality when that garage door opens. So I make sure that I pick her up and hold her if that's gonna take place. But we're not doing that right now, Dee Dee. We're showing people what we got in mind for the chicken coop. So these are some little windows, and yes, they're little. They're, I believe, 12 by 18, if I'm not mistaken. And my plan is to use 3 of these on each side of the new coop build. I may end up doing 4. The coop is 24 foot long, so spaced out 8 foot apart. Of course, it's not gonna be exactly 8, but I just don't know if 3 is gonna be enough. But I can always get more. Now here's what I like about these windows that we chose. Let's see if I can't show you. It has a screen. They all have a screen. So I can indeed raise these windows up. They're still taped together, but I can raise them up just like a window in our house and allow ventilation to come in during the summer, and I can close it and seal it off in the winter, and they can be warm on the inside at night when everything's closed up tight. Of course, our winters are mild here in Alabama, but I still don't want that wind to be coming through and them getting chilled during the nighttime hours. So I have 6 of these. They were relatively inexpensive, believe it or not. We do plan to do the coop in a white metal and kind of make it look like our house, where it blends in, where it's not so standoutish, kind of a classy look. White metal with black trim. So in just that amount of time that I went outside and showed y'all the windows, when I came back in, the pot had reached pressure and started the countdown on the 5 minutes. So once that 5 minutes is up, I don't know if it's flashing on the camera, if it just looks like that to me. There we go, maybe it's not now. We'll let it go to low pressure, and what that means is it's escaping the air or the pressure that it has accumulated gradually, and we're gonna let that go for 5 minutes. 5 minutes has passed, and there's still gonna be some pressure in the pot. So what I want you to do is just to release that steam. It's away from my cabinet. It may not look like it is, but make sure you release all the steam. And then I have a pan here. I have a pan of ice water here that I'm going to open the top. The top will easily release now because I released the pressure manually. I'm gonna unplug it so it won't start beeping on me. And you can remove the rack. It is a little bit warm, but it's not too hot for me to touch. And you can put that whole thing in there, or you can just simply drop your eggs in, and you wanna start a timer for the eggs to be in the ice water for 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes is up, and I'm gonna crack all of them and put them on my paper towel here and show you just how easy it is to peel farm fresh eggs that are usually hard to peel when they're freshly laid. Grocery store eggs are not so hard to peel because they've got some age on them. And you can let them sit a little longer than 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be exact. That's just the method that I go by. All right, let's see. Moment of truth. Tyson, you ready for a...
Wait, let me wash my hands.
You ready for a farm fresh boiled egg this morning?
That's what I just came in to get.
All right, look here. I should have boiled one regularly and showed y'all how hard they are to peel when they're not Instapot method. I mean, look. It comes out this way. I would say 99% of the time, they're easy to peel. But for the most part, perfect every time. Now, Jason and I are gonna eat some breakfast. And if you will, Jason.
Yeah.
I need you to help me with a little something when we get finished.
Sure.
All right, Jason. Here's your breakfast.
I better not eat all these.
What do you mean? You don't...
You wouldn't want to be around me.
You don't think?
No.
Eight farm fresh eggs not going in you for breakfast, huh?
I couldn't hold it, man.
Let's get us some breakfast, and you can help me outside for, well, you might need 8 of those for what I need you for.
Okay.
We got a full buggy.
Yeah.
And we don't have the back seat let down, so she's just gonna have to let me ride. Right, Holly? Oh, she might walk.
She's not gonna walk.
She not gonna walk?
She's gonna sit right here.
She don't know what walking is, does she?
Sit right here.
Oh my goodness. I just figured out that I really don't need any help with this. I do need help with the filling part of it.
Well, I like putting stuff together, so.
Oh, you said the wrong thing, buddy.
I do. I enjoy it.
You said the wrong thing. Sylvester said, can he have that box, please?
Just like I have found that I enjoy working on old cars.
Well, no, don't put that in there. Sylvester's got to have the box.
Oh,
Sylvester.
I got something. I gotta show you my new toy.
New toy?
Yeah, you stay right there. I'll be right back.
All right.
You ready? Here it is. You see it?
Set it down. Oh my gracious.
And guess what?
Jason?
It's magnet pack.
Well, you need one of those for everything you own.
I got 4 of them. It was a 4-pack.
A 4-pack. So
Yeah.
no losing bolts.
No more losing bolts.
Jason,
Yeah.
you are doing the wrong thing.
What am I doing?
You got to put these gloves on.
I look like Michael Jackson. Look how little they are. Okay.
Gotta put those gloves on. They stretch, don't they?
Look like O.J. Simpson. Okay.
All right, now you can work on it.
Thought that'd be better without the glove. These are too sleek.
Well, with 2 of us, it didn't take but just a second. And this ring is bigger than what I thought. I mean, 36 inches is 36 inches, but that's a pretty big ring. So here's what I'm thinking, Jason. You know how I've been practicing with a skid steer?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to practice bringing some dirt over there.
I thought you said you were going to practice hula hooping.
You do that. You do that. Well, Dee Dee, I know you found you a nice, cool place over here tucked away. That bed is just your size. But we got to go to work, girl. You stay here if you want to. She looks very content.
Very content.
Till I start walking away, and then she won't be. I knew it wouldn't take long. Soon as I walk out of that barn, you got to come with me. That's okay. At least I got myself a sidekick, right?
Hey, gang. Mama's got y'all a big surprise. Yes, she does. Yep. It's a fire pit. Y'all gonna be roasting marshmallows and stuff. campfires, all that.
I've gotten pretty good with a skid steer. Dee Dee's down in the floorboard. She was not going to go home, so let's see how good I remember trying to crank it. So we can get some air going, Dee Dee. All right, let's see. This has got to come down. Now we should be able to crank it. First time, every time, y'all. This thing is not new. It's very used, but it's been well maintained, and I'm so thankful to have this piece of equipment on this property. Y'all just don't know. Now, here we go.
All right, here comes Brooke. I think they want to be in the shade, so I'm going to set it right here. Brooke may object to that, but I think that's where it needs to go.
All right, Dee Dee, we made it. You just want to sit in here? You want to get out? I think she wants to sit. Jason's already got the shovel. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. I hear him laughing. He thinks that's funny, but it's really not.
Chicken's checking it out.
Do we?
Yeah. I thought they would like the shade.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They got that one under the stairs. They always make it under the stairs.
They do always make it under the stairs. Dee Dee, you getting out, baby? You can sit in the driver's seat. I bet it would be cool. Here, let's see. You sit up there and wait on me, okay? You look good there. All right, Jason, you're right. They were over here checking it out, and I think it's gonna do well. I'm gonna go grab a block, bring it over here so they can have like a little step to get up to it, and make it easier for them. Look at them coming up. They're so curious.
Oh, Ryan checking it out, ain't he?
Everybody's checking it out. Ryan still got that one spot on his comb where the rooster got him, but he is just healthy as he can be.
Look how red his comb is.
He looks good. And his spurs are about 3 inches long.
Yeah, thankfully he's sweet.
He is sweet. Look at this one. What's in there? Well, it's almost full to the top, but we decided to not make it level with the top because they're going to scratch around and it's going to go everywhere. So they've got plenty of dirt in there to do what its purpose is. We got one on the block. She knows she can get in there now. Oh, come on, girl, be a leader. This is the same chicken that used the block. And she decided to just hop up instead of using the block. And that edge is perfectly rounded, so it's not going to hurt their feet. I can see the dust all over her back of her feathers, though. She's been dust bathing. She's going to be the one. Look at there, Ryan, the rooster being a leader. She said, "What are you doing in there? Get yourself out." Well, y'all, I have no doubt that this is going to be successful for a way for our chickens to dust bathe without making leg breakers for me and Jason, which are holes in the ground. Now, they're probably still going to do that, but I think that once they figure out this is the easy way out, they're going to do this instead of making it hard on themselves. And y'all keep the ideas coming as to how we can make our new chicken tractor better than ever. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Until next time, y'all be good.